important topic, that one. Now today also we are going to deal like that important topics only. In the starting, we are going to discuss one of the simple concept. What is that means? The simple concept means what is mean by meniscus. The today topic is first we will start with what does it means meniscus. 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 So meniscus means if you look if you it is a simple definition only, we will easily observe. See, let's assume I am taking one of the liquid in a small capillary tube. Capillary tube means the radius of the tube is lesser than to the length of the tube. So we will expect that the surface of the liquid level at the free surface must be like a parallel. So it should be like a parallel. The below bottom should be liquid level must be like this. But we will observe that we cannot observe like this shape. We will observe that sometimes the liquid level like a curved shape like this, it will appear like this. So also sometimes the same liquid. So it is a different liquids. Sometimes the liquid may be appear like these curved shape. Okay, na? So these see what is mean by meniscus means see the shape of the free surface of the liquid, it will appear like a curved shape. That the shape of the curved shape of the liquid at a free surface is named as the meniscus. So this part is named as the meniscus. Meniscus means it is the shape of curved free shape of liquid surface of free liquid surface at the end. So that means this position it is appearing like a curved shape. So we cannot observe like this type of liquid levels in any tube like a capillary tube. Capillary tube means let me go to the definition of the capillary tube also. Capillary tube. Is there any issue? The definition of this meniscus? No issue, na? Hello. No issue. So that means we are observing that the shape should be in the free shape of the liquid level. It is appearing like a curved shape. That the curved shape of the liquid level at the end, that is at the free end of the liquid, it is named as the meniscus. Meniscus means that small portion of the liquid level which is appearing like a curved shape, that portion is named as the meniscus of the liquid. So why it is appearing means we will go through that one also, no issue. Please wait for some time. So what will next topic is if we are taking some of the solid substance, let's assume this is the liquid is there. So in the liquid we are come across with one of the solid substance like a rod. We dip this solid substance into this liquid. We are not telling that this is the water, this is a mercury, like that we are not telling that. So if you are brought contact this solid substance to the liquid, see that at the contacting point of the liquid, sometimes the liquid level may be rises, sometimes the liquid level may be rises, at some places the liquid level may be decreases, sometimes the liquid level may be decreases, like this the liquid level may be decreases depending upon the what is the solid substance we took, what is the liquid is there. It depends upon the combination of these solid material what we took and what liquid we are taken, that is the depends upon. So that means that sometimes the liquid is rising up, sometimes the liquid is going to depressing, like that. So now we are concentrating at the contacting point of the two solid and liquid point. This is the lexosome I am taking. Now I took only we are concentrating on the contacting point of the solid and liquid point. So now I am taking, this is the one example. Now you may take the another example also. This is the liquid which is a dip pressure like this. So now I am concentrating at the contacting point. If we draw a tangent at the contacting point, now this is the tangent which is drawn at the contacting point of the liquid and solid. This is the tangent. Now this tangent is making certain angle with the liquid surface. This is the liquid, sorry, this is the solid. Now we need to take the solid surface. This is the liquid level. Liquid level. So now this tangent is making certain angle with the solid surface. This is a solid surface, but you may get the some doubt. This angle, what about this angle? This is the one angle is there. What about this is the one angle is there? Now we need to take this angle. How to define this one means, see, the tangent which is making an angle with the solid surface inside the liquid is named as the, one of the name is there, that is the angle of contact. So the one more physical quantity we are come across here, angle of contact. So angle of contact means, how can we define this angle of contact? Just I am drawing. This is the one of the tangent is there. The tangent, the angle made by the tangent with the surface of the solid surface inside the liquid is named as the angle of contact. Let me write that definition. The angle between, it is the angle between, it is the angle between, on which one it is having? So the tangent to the liquid, the tangent to the liquid, tangent to the liquid, liquid surface at the point of contact, at the point of contact, sorry, contact, at the point of contact, and with it is making an angle, and with a solid surface it is making with solid surface, so solid surface but making with the angle of solid surface. In where it is making an angle? Inside the liquid is named as the angle of contact. So what did it mean? So let me tell here the angle of contact. We need to draw one tangent at the contacting point that lead to the liquid surface. So it is the liquid surface which is having, we need to draw one tangent like this. This is the tangent what we draw. This is the solid surface. Which is having. So the angle means this angle we should not take, because of it is the out of the, it is not inside the liquid, it is out of the liquid. So we need to take the liquid surface, means this is the angle of contact. So this is the angle of contact. Are you getting or not? Hello? Is there any issue with this definition? No. So what I need to tell here, we need to remember two important point here. See, we need to remember here two important point. See, if the liquid is rising up, see, now I will go to the two different shape. Now I am taking case one. Now I am taking if this is the capillary, yes, if the capillary tube is there, the original shape of the liquid must be like this, but we are not observed like this. The liquid is going up like this, it is going up. This is the original shape, so level, but it is raised up. So if you draw here angle of contact means like this, it will having, this is the solid surface, this is the angle of contact. So in the case what I took, if what is the case, this one, if the liquid rise up means it is going up somewhat, the original position it is going up. So rise up, what will happen? So the angle of contact, if you denoted with the theta, means the angle of contact value must be lesser than to the 90 degrees. The value must be lesser than to the 90 degrees. Is it correct or not? Hello? So that this angle means this angle is the acute angle. It is the acute angle. This angle is the acute angle. Okay, na? See, that means where we can observe this type of acute angle means we can observe like this type of acute angle means with it depends. I need to tell here. So the theta value depends here. The theta value depends depends the pair of solid and liquid, solid and liquid, because of you are taking the two different. Let's take. I took water. In the water, I am dipping this glass rod. Then we need to get one of the angle of contact. Same water I dipped in some another material like a iron material. The angle of contact may be different. So like that, it depends upon the pairs of the solid and liquid pairs. So that means these example can be observed here. If we take the water and glass pair, water and glass pair, we can observe like this one. Otherwise, you can take you can take this one. So glass and alcohol pair, glass and alcohol play, glass and alcohol pair, we can observe this one. So that means what does it means? For these pairs, the angle of contact must be lesser than to the 90 degrees. The liquid level will rise up somewhat height. So then the angle of contact is the value is the acute angle we will observe. Now if we go to the case 2 means you can easily imagine what I am going to tell. Case 2 means what is the position I am taking. This is the original position, we assume that one, but this case it is not appearing like this. This is the original case, that liquid level is like depressed like this. So it is get down, so it is depressed like this. So this is the depressed liquid level, depressed liquid level. So here you can hear this one. What is the angle of contact? We need to draw a tangent at the point of contact to the liquid surface. This is the liquid surface, bottom inside the liquid is there. So this is the liquid surface. This is the solid surface. So what is the angle of contact means? We need to take the angle between the tangent drawn to the liquid surface to the solid surface, but this angle we should not take because of it is not inside the liquid. Only we need to take it about this value. Are you getting or not? Hello. So the angle. So then you can easily observe. In this case, if liquid level depressed means what we can observe. Liquid level is depressed. Then what will happen? Then the angle of contact value. So the theta value is greater than to the 90 degrees. So it is up to here is the 90 degrees value. If you are going somewhat means it is greater than to 90 degrees. So we can use the mathematical word. What is these type of angles? Obtuse angle. It is the obtuse angle. Obtuse angles. We can observe this. It is the obtuse angle. So we can get the we will give the conclusions means if the angle of contact is the obtuse angle, then liquid level will depressed. And if the angle of contact is the acute angle, then liquid level will rise up. So can we give the definition? Is it correct only not? Then the conclusions are with this one. Here the conclusions. What we can do if theta is the greater. We will go to the as order level. So if the theta is the less than to the 90 degrees, then angle of contact is the acute angle. Then liquid rise up, liquid level will rise up. So the theta is greater than to the 90 degrees, then that angle is named as the obtuse angle. So the liquid level will depressed. So this is the liquid level will be depressed. So depressed. So this is the conclusions. With help of this angle of contact, we can easily say that whether the liquid level will rise it up, whether the liquid level will be depressed, we can simply say that. So is there any issue up to now what we discussed? Is there any issue? Major issue is there?
Sir, depress and base, sir.
Depress means the liquid level will go somewhat bottom to the observed level. So this is the somewhat get to down. Will you please look on this one? See, this is the we assume the liquid level must be up to here, but it is going down. See, this level is going down. This level is gone down. So this is the bottom original initial level. It went down. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, so it is going down. Depress means the level will go down as we observed. So this must be, the level must be up to here. So when we kept this contacting solid surface to the liquid, it will go down. That one. So you can easily observe. Better to draw here what she raised the doubt. I will draw here. So here I need to draw two diagrams. So now if we draw the diagram of this one, so let's assume this is the vessel. So this is the vessel, means in this vessel liquid level is there. Now I bought glass into this vessel, like this small glass tube I bought. Small glass tube I bought means the liquid level will be somewhat rises, and also the meniscus shape will be like this. This is the shape of the liquid in this glass tube. Yeah, if you go to this example, now what I told, so I did not given to some example for this obtuse angle, I did not give, So let me give here the some of examples of these pairs. So if we take this example, glass and mercury pairs are the very important with this one. And also if we go to the water and paraffin is the best example for this one. So we can observe like this depressed liquid level in this one. Now in this one, what when you take means this is the liquid level in the before getting the contact of this one. Let's assume here is the water and glass pair is there. Now if we go to another page, now I bought the liquid level. In this one I took the mercury. So the liquid level go down. It will go down. So it will depress. It is the original level surface of before getting the contact. After getting this contact, the liquid level will go down in this capillary tube. That is the example for this one. So we are up to we will expect that the level must be up to here, but it will go down in this tube. So because of this is the pair of the mercury and glass pair. So are you getting idea,
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, done. It is better to give this diagram. Now we are going to the very simple, very easy concept, and it is the most important one for your competitive examination. Let me go that one also. Let me go that one also. Before dealing that direct attack to that topic, let me give the small two examples. Small examples I need to take. So I am taking the case 1. I am not going to direct attack of the main topic. Just I am using the small concept before that one. Let's assume this is the one of the liquid level is there. So this is the liquid level what we observed that one. See what now I am taking one more liquid level. I took 3 different liquid levels which is having 3 different shapes. Now this is the liquid level, free surface of the liquid. Now I took one more liquid level. This is the shape of the liquid level, like this. So better to let me draw perfect manner. So this level must be, all levels must be the initial levels must be in the same height. That's why I need to draw. So that is my aim. So after this I will close this one. Now the liquid level somewhat depressed like this. So here the liquid level somewhat somewhat increased, raised up like this. We are observing like this shape. please be patient about this one, very important one. If you understand this concept, then only we can get the perfect understanding in the upcoming topics. Otherwise, you will get the somewhat big doubts about this one. So now, will you please concentrate on this one? See, these are the what I need to tell here means. See, here is the there are two surfaces are there. One is the air surface is there. Another one is the liquid surface is there here. So I am taking this the air surface. Free surface is nothing but air surface. Another one is the liquid surface is there. Here is it is the contacting point, boundary point between these two surfaces. What I mean to say, according to the surface tension, these surface point will having the, according to the molecular theory of surface tension. See, if nothing is there, in this one situation, nothing is there, there is a large amount of force will act in downward direction. This is the large amount of net force will act to a downward direction. That's why the surface look like a stretched membrane. Are you getting or not? We are going to the molecular theory to explanation for the surface tension. But here, why this surface is appearing in the plane? Like a plane means, so the net force which is acting in upward direction and downward direction is balanced by each other. So here upward force how much is there? Downward force is the same. That's why this level is appearing like a plane. Then only we can observe this type of surface. So if you, for your easy understand, let I put one of the box here. Your brother is pulling like this direction. You also pulling like this direction. When it will appear in the same position, if you are applying the same forces, equal forces will act. So upward force, dragging force, and downward force, pulling force, they must be equal. Then only these level must be equal at the level must be plane. So, yes.
These are tangential cuts, sir.
No, yes, yes only. But what I am telling that, see, these line you should not take. You don't take like this. It is a perpendicular to surface. What does it means? It means. So this is the liquid surface. Now it is liquid surface. At the edge, this is pulling like this. At the edge, this pulling like this. At the edge, this pulling like this. So I cannot draw like this diagram. So because of it is a 1D diagram, 1D diagram, I cannot draw this one. That's why it is a pulling force. But the resultant force is acting to pull the molecules in bottom level. They are acting to pull the molecules in bottom level. Resultant pulling force is acting on this one. So due to pull this pulling force only, the total free surface of the liquid is appearing like a stretched membrane. So in this force, the two forces are equal. This type of surface we cannot observe in our real life. This is the ideal. It is the ideal means we cannot observe like this type of plane surface. But if you see here, what is happening? This is the liquid level is there. So now if we observe, this is the original shape. So what will happen? Some of the liquid level went down. Are you getting? Some of the liquid level went down. Went down means what is the problem here? What is the problem here? More number of force is acting in downward direction. More number of force is acting downward direction as compared to the upward force pulling forces which is available in this one. Are you getting? Hello, very important point here.
Yes, sir.
So the large amount of force is that means the net force, the net resultant force is acting downward direction as compared to the upward force. That's why the liquid shape is appearing like this. Once again, I need to point out here. After that, I will come. See, in this shape, you will observe this one. Why it will appearing like this? See the net force which is acting in upward direction as compared to the downward force. So downward force, how much is acting? It is lesser than to the upward force direction. Now before closing this one, now I will come to this point with the help of another one. Please take care about here. So now I am taking the one of the constant mass in this one of the cylinder which is having with some of the piston. It is having some of the piston is there, so the piston can be easily movable in this one. So I took the constant mass is there here. Let's assume for your easy understand, mass is the 1 kilogram mass is there in this one. So you can easily observe that if you pull this piston, the volume of the piston, the volume of the cylinder can be increased without changing the mass of the how much mass content is available in this cylinder. Is it correct or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I am pulling this piston. That means I increase the volume of the this cylinder. Cylinder volume is increased. So now this is the one case. Now I push this piston. The volume of the substance is decreased. Now I push this piston. This volume of the substance is decreased. This is the volume of the piston. So 1 kilogram is there. 1 kilogram is there. Now I am taking the generalized case for this one. If I push this one, so this is the one of the example. Now I am taking one more example. Let's assume this is the spring. This is the spring, initial position of the spring. So the length of the spring is like this one. Now I am comparing these example with the spring also. Now I applied certain force on the spring. The spring volume I decreased the spring volume. This is the identical problem for this one also. When I push this one, I decrease the volume. This is the V1 value, this is the V2 value. So V2 is lesser than to the V1 value. In this case, here we can observe that more pressure in the system. Is it correct or not? More pressure in the system. In the system, I am asking, in the system. So here the pressure is here. What is the relation between the pressure? Now I am taking P2 and P1. What is the relation between the pressure in the second system? More pressure in the second system.
More pressure in second.
More pressure in the second system. Okay, now what does that mean? If the volume is increased, now if the volume is decreased, then the system will appear with a large amount of pressure. That means the pressure will be increased. So now here I am going to the conclusion. If the volume is decreased, then we will observe. Then the pressure must be increased. Okay, now that is the pressure must be increased. So now if this is the condition, the reverse vice versa is also correct. That means the reverse case also correct. That means if we increase the volume, then that time pressure must be decreased. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
So if you are increasing the volume, then the pressure must be decreased. Now if we come to this diagram, see, this is the initial volume, this is the initial value. When the downward force is a large amount of force is there, then the volume is decreased here. Did you see this one? These two diagrams. This volume is decreased here. Then will you please tell me the pressure in the bottom surface is, now I am taking the pressure, I am concentrating only on the liquid because of we are dealing only on the liquids. Now this is the P0, this is the P1. Now pressure in the bottom surface of the liquid, is it greater or lesser?
Greater, sir.
Yes, this is the P1 is the greater. This condition P1 is the greater than to the P0. This is the normal situation. Now if we go to here, the volume is increased or decreased. This is the original level. This is the original level. Increased. So I am taking the P2. What is the relation between P0 and P?
P0 is
P0 is the greater.
Greater than P2.
P0 is the greater. Otherwise, I am concentrating. I am telling with reference of the only liquid. P2 is the greater than. Sorry. P2 is the lesser than to the P2 is the lesser than to the P0. So now I am telling this entirely different manner. See, what is the shape of this curve? Then tell me the shape of this curve. Tell me the shape.
meniscus. Lower meniscus.
No. No shape. This is the meniscus. This meniscus shape I am telling in a physical manner. See, if the shape is, if the curved shape is bent towards to the liquid surface, then that surface is named as the concave. Concave shape, na?
Yes, sir.
Concave shape means if the liquid surface is the concave shape, then pressure must be increased the liquid surface. Liquid surface pressure must be increased. Liquid surface pressure must be increased. Is it correct or not? I did wrong.
Yes,
Wait me. Whether I did wrong or is there any issue with this one?
No, sir.
No, sir.
concave, the shape of the liquid. The shape of the liquid is the concave only. Then the pressure is the decreased.
It increases, sir.
Increase. Pressure is increased.
Sir, water is rising up, sir. This diagram.
Yes, this is only. Wait. Let me get the conclusion here. So the volume is decreased. Volume is decreased means the pressure must be increased. So the concave shape means therefore the pressure must be increased. On the pressure must be higher in the liquid surface. Pressure must be higher in the liquid. Okay, then that is the correct. So now I will go to this one. Here concave shape. Then then we can say that pressure is higher. Pressure is higher in liquid. Pressure is higher in liquid. Pressure is higher in the liquid. Okay, na? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now if you go to here, pressure. Now if you go to here, the shape of the liquid is the convex shape. This is the shape of the convex shape. Then the pressure is lower. Now I am going to the pressure is lower. Pressure is lower. Pressure is lower in the liquid. Pressure is lower in the liquid. So this is the liquid is there. Now is there any issue? Something I did a mistake here. Something I did mistake here. No. No, sorry, ma. I drawn a completely wrong manner. So because of this shape will appear only the water will be rise up. One of the students she told me while I am explaining this one. So this shape will appear only the rising of the liquid. So that they should not go down like this, na? Hello.
Sir.
One of the students he told that so this is the rising method of the liquid. This liquid
Yes,
must
sir,
be
yes.
rises. So that means I did completely mistake here. Let me redraw again this one. So let me redraw again this one. So small mistake I done here. Let me redraw this one. See this. So re-explanation here. Re-explanation about the same I am explaining. This is the liquid level. So originally we observed this one. So while I drawing this diagram only I confused. That's why this is the level should be like this. This level should be like this. So when we will observe this meniscus shape will be concave shape. When the liquid level must be rises, na, then only we will observe like this.
Yes, sir.
This is the shape we need to get. That's why I drawn wrong. So when we will observe this meniscus, the top level must be contact with the original point of this one. Then only this is the diagram is correct. So that when we observe the convex shape means the liquid level will be depressed. This is the shape. Now
Yes, sir.
now you can easily understand now. Here is the pressure is the P1. Here is the pressure. What we tell the pressure here? This the liquid level is raised. Now tell me here the shape P2. Now here is the P3. Now tell me here what are the observation you made here? So the liquid level.
Yeah.
Tell me the liquid level. The liquid level raised. The liquid level is raised. The shape of the meniscus. The shape of the meniscus means concave, not this one, concave, na. So the
Yes,
shape
sir,
of the meniscus, the shape of the meniscus means meniscus. How it will look like? It is a concave shape is there. Then the pressure will be decreased. Pressure not increased. pressure will be decreased, na? Pressure will be decreased. So here what I am telling that these who bring this liquid, more amount of force is acting in upward direction, less amount of force is acting downward direction. That's why the arrows will be represent the more amount of force is in upward direction. That's why the pressure will be decreased. The pressure will be decreased, decrease in the liquid the pressure is decreased. Now I am going to here this P2 case I am going. Now tell me the liquid is depressed. In this one liquid is depressed, it is depressed is there. Then what we observe, the shape of the meniscus is a convex shape is there. So the pressure is increased. The pressure will be increased. Yes, pressure will be increased. Pressure will be increased in the liquid. So I confused ma. Sorry for the explanation. If anybody written means rewrite this one once again. Just I confused. So to tell as fast, no, that's why I confused. Once again, please written carefully. So here is the more bottom force is acting, less top force is acting. The arrows is representing here how much amount. Now the same points I am writing with reference of the air. So the pressure in the air means it is decreased in the liquid level means pressure in the air is higher, na? So are you getting what?
Yes, sir.
The pressure in air is higher. Pressure in the air is higher. Are you getting? Hello, my dear students. Are you getting? So just these points are written with reference of the liquid. So this point is written with reference of the air surface. Now here, so the pressure in the air will be, so here is the increased pressure, not decreased. Decreased pressure is there. So now I am going to give the conclusion. Conclusion means, what is the conclusion means? If the shape of the liquid is the concave shape of the liquid, then the pressure inside the liquid means decreased. If the shape of the liquid is the convex shape is there, then the pressure inside the liquid will be greater. Pressure inside the liquid is the greater. Is it correct or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now here is the conclusions I am drawing. Now from this one, the conclusions are first conclusion is if the shape of the liquid, the shape of the liquid surface surface is first I took concave, na? So concave, then the pressure in the liquid, what will happen? So it will decrease, na? Decreased. So in the reverse case, what I am taking, if the shape of the liquid liquid surface is convex, then the pressure in the liquid, pressure in the liquid, so liquid increases. This is the most important conclusions. We are going to apply these conclusions in the upcoming topic. Now the important topic is excess pressure inside a liquid drop. Important topic, ma, excess pressure.
Sir, angle of contact కూడా అవే కదా సార్ diagrams?
అంతే same, no issue, same diagram say. So the excess pressure inside a liquid drop. So this is the problem. That's why I confused here. To explain this only, the previous concept I introduced here. So let me take how the liquid drop will look like. It look like a spherical shape, na?
Yes, sir.
It look like a spherical shape like this. Now I will explain here. So it is a liquid drop. Let's assume this is the liquid drop here. From this one I took only semicircular sphere I took. So just I am taking this one. This is the shape of the liquid drop I took. Like let's assume here is the liquid drop is there. Now will you please our goal is to find out the excess pressure. Excess pressure means some of the pressure is there inside the liquid, some of the pressure is there, atmospheric pressure is there. How much difference is there? That means PL minus PA. PL minus means excess means more amount of pressure is there. That more amount of pressure we need to find out in this present lecture. That's why I are concentrating. First we need to get the question. The shape of the liquid is the shape of the liquid is the concave or convex? Now
Convex, sir.
it is the shape. It is the shape convex. Convex shape. Then the pressure
Increases, sir.
pressure inside, where we are discussing inside the liquid drop. In pressure inside the liquid drop. Liquid drop will be liquid drop higher. Is it correct now? Higher than compared to the pressure in the atmosphere.
Yes, sir.
The outside pressure is there, it will having the must be higher is there, higher pressure is there. Now my question is how what is the pressure difference between these two? We need to find it out. That is our goal. So before dealing that one, I will take the one small example which is not related to this running content. Just the example I am introducing. Let's assume here is the one sponge is there. One sponge means it is a very smooth material. When we are applying the force on this one, it can easily deform. Now I applied the sum of the force on the sponge surface. See, with the help of my force, the sponge is deformed like this space. Now I applied here this deformation I observed. See, what does it mean? See, the sponge is deformed up to this point means that means when I applied the force by external, this is the external force. Due to the external force, the sponge will also generate the internal force to opposite direction. That is the reaction force. The sponge will get the stop at that position means the applied external force must be equal to the reaction force which is opposing by the sponge. Then only the sponge will get stop the deformation position. Otherwise, if more force is there, it will go more down. Otherwise, we are applying the. Hello, please.
Sir, equal గా ఉంటుంది force apply అవుతుంది.
No, don't get that. Don't get like that. What does it means? What does it means? At the point of deformation is stopped. See, now this is the sponge original position. Original position means the shape of the sponge is look like this one. That means there is no any force, there is no any change in the position of this one.
Yes,
So
sir.
that means I applied very small amount of force. There is a small amount of deformation I observed. So what does that mean? See, the applied force will balance the amount of reaction force which is generated by the sponge is balanced at this point. Otherwise, this force is not balanced means if it is the larger one means it will go more down. It will go more down.
Yes, sir.
What does that mean? So please don't get confused here. See, the deformation point will be stopped at that point where the applied force is balanced by the reaction force which is generated by the other side of the object. Then only the object will be stopped to deformation. Otherwise, this value is more. If we go to the more deformation, otherwise this value is large. It won't deformation at all. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
So you can easily observe this one. That means now I am going to the running topic here. See, now this shape will get due to the two types of forces. One force is the surface tension force, the force due to the surface tension. Here is the two forces are acting. The first force is force due to the the force due to the surface tension. Surface tension force is there. Then the second one is the force due to the excess pressure inside the liquid drop. The force due to excess pressure. So the force due to excess pressure inside the liquid. There are two forces are there. We are concentrating one by one. So first of all, I am concentrating on the force due to the surface tension. How it will appear, how it is acting on that liquid drop. See, now I am taken this semi-spherical shape of the liquid drop. Now always the surface tension force will act tangential to the surface. Now this is the cross section point of the liquid drop. Here is the tangential force is acting here. In this point, tangential force is acting. In this point, tangential force. Here also tangential force is acting. Here also tangential force acting. So this is the tangential force, so surface tension force direction. Are you getting or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
This is the tangential force direction which is acting in downward direction. So this complete force is trying to pull this object to downward direction. This is the resultant force which is acting in downward direction due to the force of the surface tension. Force due to the surface tension. It is acting downward direction. There is the excess pressure is there in this one. Excess means that means PL is larger than the PA. PL is larger than to the PA. Now what I mean to say, let me take the one of the example. You can easily understand. So if we are applying the 10 Newton force in this direction, this is the 4 Newton force in this direction. The excess force is acting, resultant force is acting in this direction only with the value of 10 minus 4 is equal to 6 Newton. Is it correct or not? It is the excess force which is acting. If the resultant force is acting along the more force direction, here is the more pressure will act along the direction of the more pressure value. That means here is the PL is the greater than to the PA. Are you getting or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So PL will act, the pressure inside the bubble, it is acting in this upward direction. It is acting in upward direction. Because of the pressure, where decreasing the volume, the pressure will always act perpendicular to the liquid surface. The pressure will act always perpendicular to the liquid surface. This is the liquid surface. It is acting like this. So this is the pressure difference is there. That means I am taking PL minus PA is equal. Let's assume I am taking capital P. Some textbook they will take another delta P. Delta P also they will take. This is the resultant pressure value. Resultant pressure value direction is this direction. This direction resultant pressure will having. So in the previous topic, what I took, the sponge will get the deformation, will stop at that position where the downward force is acting must be balanced by the upward force. So here also the liquid drop will get the stop at that position where the upward force is which is acting created by the excess pressure must be balanced by the forces which is acting downward due to the surface tension force. Then only the liquid drop get the stop. Otherwise, it will go more deformation. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
Hello. This is the most important sentence here in this one. The liquid drop will get up to that position where these two forces must be balanced. Here is the force means it is the pressure force. It is the pressure force which is acting in upward direction. Here is the force which is acting due to the surface tension in the downward direction. The liquid drop will get the position. It will get the equilibrium position. That means it is stopped. The shape of the liquid drop is stopped at that position. It won't get any deformation from that point. When these two forces must be equal, then only the liquid drop will get the stopped. Otherwise, this value is more. The liquid drop shape will be decreased somewhat least. Otherwise, this value is more. The liquid drop shape will be increased somewhat bigger one. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
So my question is, what is these values? Now let me go to these values. What is these values?
Sir, pressure. Sir, pressure అనేది downwards పనిచేస్తున్న కదా సార్ convex లో.
No. What I told, it is the excess pressure. pressure always will act perpendicular to the liquid surface. Perpendicular. So that means this pressure is acting on the surface of the liquid drop perpendicular direction. So first we need to get the conclusion. First, where we are get the conclusions here, where we come across here. First we get that. See, the shape of the liquid drop is the convex shape. That way, there must be large pressure in the liquid drop as compared to the air. If there is a pressure is there, large is there must be pressure difference in the liquid drop. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
That means the pressure difference delta P, the pressure difference capital P will act in upward direction, because the pressure will always act in upward direction. In the same diagram, will you please take this one? See, in the same diagram, see, this is the 4 Newton force is acting on this direction. It is the 10 Newton is acting in this direction. The resultant force, this is the difference of the force, which will act in which direction? Where the large amount of force is acting, along that direction, the net force is acting. Here also, the resultant pressure is acting in upward direction. More force is acting upward direction, less force is acting downward direction. That's why I took this one. Are you getting or not?
Yes,
pressure will always act perpendicular to the area of cross section of the surface. So that's one. Now first question, our aim is to find out what is the force, how much amount of force is acting due to the surface tension. What does mean surface tension definition? What is the definition of the surface tension? Tell me the definition.
Tangential.
It is the amount of force which is acting on unit length. Let me go to the surface tension formula. Is the amount of force divided by length of the imaginary surface. That is equal to it is the amount of force acting on unit length.
Sir, but fluid current, sir.
Yes, it is the 2L only. That is the imaginary line. If you take the complete line, means I am taking the unit length only. I am taking. So it is a 2L. It is a capital L. I intentionally I took the capital L. It means that total length I did. So this is the total force which is acting divided by total length is nothing but force per unit length you will get. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
Force per unit length. Now tell me, what is our goal? We need to find out the resultant force, net force which is acting on downward direction. Here is the surface tension is of this liquid is, let's say I am taking the capital T, otherwise sometimes they will use the capital T or C, S, there is no issue about this one. Now tell me, this is the surface tension of this liquid drop is capital T. Now tell me how much net force will act in downward direction. So it is the unit length force, that the length of the acting force is how much length is it acting. Let's assume the radius of the liquid drop is kept smaller. Yes, very good. 2 pi r na. Yeah, 2 pi r na. That means the net force, the total force. Therefore, the total force, very good ma. The total force which is acting in downward direction. Otherwise, along downward direction. Tell me, what is the value of this one? So that is means the unit force which is acting unit length force into total length. Is it correct only na? Unit length force is nothing but surface tension of the liquid. Total length is which is acting. Total length means this is the radius of the liquid drop is r. The total length is nothing but circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle is means 2 pi r. We got the equation number 1. This is the downward force. F due to the surface tension will act in the downward force. It is the downward force direction. Now we are concentrating about the second point. Second point means the excess pressure. Excess pressure means what is the formula for the pressure? What is the formula for the pressure? Pressure is equal to force by area. So the pressure force is equal to pressure into area of cross section.
Area.
And will you please look on this diagram where the pressure is acting? We are concentrated at the point of this portion. This portion is the area of cross section. Here is the pressure is acting like this direction. This pressure is acting like this direction. This is the pressure acting point. So how much pressure we are assumed that excess pressure is the capital T. Capital T means how much area is there here? Pressure force value. Here is the F is equal to pressure force value is equal to, it is acting in upward direction. So the pressure force, so the change in pressure, that excess pressure capital T into area. Area of the circle. Pi capital R square. Pi capital R, sorry, small r square. This what is our conclusion? The liquid drop will get the particular shape when these two forces must be balanced. The downward force must be balanced by the upward force. Then only the liquid drop will get the particular shape. Otherwise, it will go to the other deformation. In this equilibrium condition, at the equilibrium condition, what is our goal? Equilibrium condition, there must be the pressure, which is the pressure force which is acting in upward direction, must be the tangent, the surface tension force which is acting downward direction, must be equal. Now compare this one. P into pi r square is equal to what is the value? Our one T into 2 pi r. 2 pi r is there. Now r 1 r will cancel, one pi is cancelled. Then what is our goal? So here is that r is the remainder is there. So that is equal to P is equal to 2T by capital 2T by small r. This is the excess pressure inside the liquid drop. So what is P? P means what does means P? It is the equation for excess pressure inside a liquid drop. So this is the excess pressure in the inside a liquid drop. Now what is the excess pressure means? Pressure of the liquid minus pressure of the air, outside the air, that is equal to 2T by R. Sometimes they will ask like this also. Then pressure of the liquid is equal to 2T by R into pressure of the atmosphere, outside excess. They may ask this one also. That means the pressure of the liquid is equal to 2T by R plus pressure of the atmosphere. If you are taking this is the liquid is there. So here is the atmospheric pressure is there. Here I am taking only liquid pressure is there. This value is equal to outside pressure plus 2T by R value. We need to add this one. Are you getting or not? Hello? Okay. Is there any confusion on this one? No, na. So what I took? Just I substitute instead of P. P is nothing but the change in the excess pressure. Excess pressure means liquid pressure minus atmospheric pressure, outside pressure. Inside pressure minus outside pressure. It will take EPI minus P out. We can take like this also. So it is excess pressure means inside pressure minus outside pressure. Okay na? Hello? Is there no issue na? No issue. Please write it. Please write it down. This one. Now this topic is discussed purely on the liquid drop. Now if we discuss the same concept with help of the soap bubble. Now the concept case 2 is the soap bubble. Tell me the soap bubble. Now what is the difference between the liquid drop and soap bubble? Now will you please look on this one. This is the soap bubble. Now I am taking the soap bubble. Soap bubble means it must be having the two free surfaces will happen. Two layers will be happening. Inside air is there, outside air is there. So they will have the two layers. Two layers is there. Here is the layer 1 is there. Outside layer 2 is there. There must be two surface tension forces will act. Due to the one of the bottom layer, another one is the top layer. Now here in this equation, for the soap bubble means only one formula will changes. Now it is taking the small r. Only one formula will changes. The F downward force is equal to F due to the surface tension force is equal to F due to the surface tension force is equal to what is the value we took? What value we took? What is the surface tension force? Unit value of the force which is acting on the surface value into 2 pi r we need to take. But in this case there are two surfaces are there. That's why you need to multiply with the 2. In the case of soap bubble. Now the pressure difference force is the same. The pressure difference force is the same. That is equal to delta P or capital P. We can take the same value. That value is equal to pressure force. Sorry sir, I need to change this one. So the force due to the pressure is equal to the pressure change in pressure difference into area of cross section is equal to pi r square. Now we need to compare these two, where f of t is equal to f of p. Then you can use this one. Better to write this f of p into f of t, because of we are going to find out this p na. That's why p that is equal to p into pi r square is equal to 2 times into t into 2 pi r we got. So just in the formula we are getting the 2 times. 2 times means the final value p is equal to what value we got? 4t by small r. 4t by small r. What is this formula? It is the excess pressure inside a soap bubble. It is the excess pressure inside a soap bubble. Are you getting or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Excess pressure inside a soap bubble. That is the cause here. Now I am going to the another case 3. Case 3, we are going to the case 3. Now let's assume it is the liquid is there. Let's assume here is the liquid is there. Inside the liquid one air bubble is formed. Inside the liquid one air bubble is formed. Let's assume it is the air bubble which is formed in a liquid. So that means here this is the complete freeze there. Now up to now our concept is concentrated only on the liquid. Now in this concept I am concentrating only on the air bubble. I am concentrating our discussion on air. Tell me what is the shape of the air curve? What is the shape of the air? Is it a concave shape or convex shape?
Convex.
Convex shape. Convex shape means the pressure inside the bubble of air bubble must be greater or smaller?
Greater, sir.
Greater. So what does it mean? You may get a generalized case. Your common sense also you can easily say, if there is no pressure inside this one, otherwise the liquid will occupy this one, it can be easily collapsed. There is no air bubble. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
It is a common sense, just a simple common sense you can apply. That means there must be, otherwise we are applying the physics means the shape of the air bubble is a convex shape. That's why the pressure must be higher inside the air bubble. Now here is the lower. Now in the excess pressure means excess pressure P, capital P is equal to same. The liquid surface tension of the liquid capital T is equal to 2T by R. The same formula you need to use here. Because of there is no two surfaces. It is the air bubble. Air bubble means only one surface will observe here. Only one surface. Are you observing? Hello? It is the pressure difference in the air bubble which is formed inside a liquid. So that is the air bubble. P is equal to 2T by R. It is the T is equal R here means it is the surface tension of the liquid. T is equal to surface tension of the liquid. T is equal to surface tension of the liquid, where R is equal to R means R is equal to radius of the bubble. So this is the today concept. Let me stop here. Let me stop here.